Hi, I'm Nellie Steele, and today I'm reading a tense moment from The Second Deception. Join me by the fire, won't you?
The sound of the keys sliding into the lock made me grin. A second later, Olivia pushed into her office, startling as she spotted me. I leapt from my seat and crossed to her. "Oh, sweetheart, I didn't mean to startle you. I just wanted to see how you're feeling. You were so subdued last night." She pushed a lock of her hair behind her ear. "I'm fine. I'll catch up on sleep this weekend." I offered her a fleeting smile. "Why don't you spend the weekend with me? I'll make sure you're pampered. Lazy mornings, massages, waited on hand and foot." She skirted past me and set her purse down on the desk. "I'm not spending the weekend with you, Ethan." I cocked my head, offering her a disappointed stare. "Is it Daniel?" "Well, tell him it's work. Audit session. Don't worry about it." She stared down at the wood of her desk, tracing the grain as she shook her head. "It's not Daniel. Wait, it is Daniel. I'm not doing this to him. This isn't happening, Ethan. I know you don't want to hear that. I know you think the night we spent together meant more than it did, but meant more than it did?" I tugged my chin back toward my chest. "Olivia, it meant everything to me." She slid her eyes closed, and when she glanced up at me again, tears clouded them. "I'm sorry. I don't know what happened that night, but..." I rushed around the desk and pulled her into my arms. "Don't apologize, Livy. I know what happened that night. Two people who were in love shared something very special." "No," she started, vehemently shaking her head. "Livy, you don't remember anything, but you're arguing with me about it." "I love Daniel," she insisted. I released my grip on her, stretching my arms to the side. "Okay, then what's the alternative here, huh? You don't feel anything for me? You didn't feel anything for me that night, so what? Huh, Olivia, what does that mean? You just, wanted to see what it was like? Wanted to do something wild? Lost your mind? What?" No, she said, gripping her stomach as she collapsed into her chair. I don't know what happened. I don't remember anything." I sucked in a breath, my hands falling to my hips. "Do you really not remember? Or do you not want to admit it to yourself?" "Well, I do. And unless there's some other explanation as to why you'd step out on your husband, Olivia, mine is the only one that makes sense." She closed her eyes again, licking her lips as she pressed a trembling hand against her temple. "Livy," I said, softening my tone as I reached to rub her back, "you're just putting all this pressure on yourself, and I think it's because you feel bad that you made a mistake. But you don't need to. Come spend the weekend with me. Relax, take the pressure off, and maybe things will become clearer." She let her hand slap against the desk. "The only mistake I made was..." "Don't," I said, knowing exactly where she was going with this. And even though we hadn't slept together, it had all been an elaborate ruse of my making, I didn't want to hear that she regretted it. I pulled back, foregoing another round of trying to convince her. She'd see the light soon enough when she saw that Daniel was a loser with no loyalty to her. I knew what Sarah had told me, and all I needed to do was create the perfect storm, and she'd see him for what he truly was.
If you enjoyed this snippet, the full book's waiting for you now.